Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy fantastic Friday. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. My day has been simply wonderful. As you can see, the hair is freshly washed and treated and all that other good stuff. So I'm super excited about that as always. And I don't know, something about getting your hair washed just makes you feel good. Not that washing your body doesn't either, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When you get your hair washed, it's almost like going through the car wash, washing your car. Just, I don't know, it makes you just feel real good and tingly inside. But anyway, like I said, I hope you all have had a wonderful day. I've had a wonderful day, kind of busy, but wonderful nonetheless. Mom's doing good, and so I'm happy about that. And so I'm going to get this video done because, y'all, it's time to go get me some dinner because I am hungry. And let's jump into today's topic. I won't be before you long. Today's topic is get and stay focused. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I need you to get focused. And then once you get focused, I need you to stay focused. So the quote I'm going to share with you is unknown. I'm not quite sure who the guy was that was giving this quote, but I loved it and I said I have to share it. And he says, you have to live life without thinking, what if? That'll shout you right there. You have to live life without thinking, what if? Let me unpack that just for a few minutes before I move on with the rest of the quote. You know, to me, that says that if you are one of those people, and I used to be like that. I did. I used to be like that not too long ago. I would live life thinking, Dad, what if I had done this? Or what if I had done that? Or what if I had said this? Or what if I had said that? What if I had gone here? What if I had gone there? Honey, let me tell you something. I now live life without the what ifs. And I'm going to tell you why I do that. Because if you stress yourself out about what if, you are truly going to stress yourself out to the point that you might fool around and have a stroke or a high blood pressure or something worse. I don't have time for all of that. I live life for right now. Anything and everything that you go through, it's for a reason. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's for a reason. So if you're one of those people that you live your life always thinking about, well, what if this, what if that, what if the other, I want you to stop. Stop it right now. Let it go. It's all right. You did not do or you did not say whatever that thing was, so let it go. And here's the other thing that I do know. When it's meant for you to do something or to say something, God will push you to do it or to say it. So you don't ever have to worry about, dang, I might have missed out on an opportunity. I know it feels like it on the surface that you missed out on something, but trust me when I tell you, when God wants you to do something or to say something, he will make sure you do or say that thing. So stop going through life thinking about the what ifs. Let it go. Anything that you didn't say 5 minutes ago, it's in the past. You can't go back and fix it, so let it go. Why are you letting it stress you? But anyway, I digress. Let me move on. He says, the more you think, what if, the more you doubt yourself. You need to start thinking what is. The reality is you are here and you know where you stand. You know the mistakes you made and you are going to forgive yourself of all of your past traumas. You are not the mistakes you have made. You are not a collection of the bad things that have happened to you. You are a person who is working on improving yourself and forgiving yourself. The moment you can let go of the guilt and believe that somehow you don't deserve a better life, you'll begin to live a better life. And again, I don't know who the gentleman was that gave that quote, but it was so, so powerful. You know, oftentimes we go through life and we think that we are the mistakes that we've made. We think that because we made those mistakes that we don't deserve better. No, I'm sorry, you do deserve better. And we all make mistakes. And if you say you don't, you're telling a bald-faced lie, because you do. Everybody makes a mistake. Period. End of sentence. Stop beating yourself over the head about it. But what I don't want you to do is go through life thinking that you don't deserve the best in life because of the mistakes you made. And it doesn't matter what that mistake is. It does not. But let me tell you something. I've made some mistakes in my life, honey, that were quite costly. Some were not so costly. But I don't believe that I am the thing that I've done. In fact, I know I'm not. I'm not. I made a mistake. It's life. Guess what? I learned from it and I'm going to move on. I'm not going to allow it to hold me back. I'm not going to allow it to keep keep me with having that thinking. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm not doing any of that. So what? I made a mistake. And here's another thing. Don't let anybody, and I mean anybody, try to make you keep reliving whatever that thing is that you did. Okay, so you did it. You did it. You've apologized and you move on. If they can't let it go, that's their problem. But you let it go. Don't let that thing weigh you down. Do not let it weigh you down. Now, I know what y'all saying. You're saying, but Michelle, you don't know what that person did. What if they cheated? Okay, they cheated. They made a mistake. And it cost them that relationship. Does it necessarily make them a bad person? No. What they did wasn't nice, and it didn't feel good to somebody, but it doesn't make them a bad person. They've apologized. You moved on. They moved on. Life is going to continue going. Maybe you messed up on your job. Does that make you a bad person? Absolutely not. Does that mean that you can't get another job? Absolutely not. Does it mean that you should walk around or go through the rest of your life with an X on your forehead? Absolutely not. Everything that happens, again, to us and for us, it happens for a reason. God has a plan. There's a reason why he lets you go through whatever that thing is that you've gone through. Some of you all are going through some stuff right now. Am I right? And God is allowing that because for two reasons. Y'all know what the Bible says, that God never puts more on us than we can bear. Sometimes I say, Lord, you must think that, or no, sometimes I say, Lord, you must know something that I don't know, because this is hard. This is really, really hard. But I know that God never leaves me nor forsakes me, nor is he going to put more on me than he knows that I can handle. So I have to trust him. That's where that trust comes in. And funny thing is, we'll trust man before we decide to trust God. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. All I'm saying is trust God, trust the process, learn from the process, and keep it moving. Because again, whatever you did, whatever I said 7 minutes ago, it's in the past now. I can't go back and change it now. Interestingly enough, because this is a video, I could delete it and start all over. But the reality is I did say it. You all just didn't hear it. Or if I did something, I did it, you just didn't see it. All I'm trying to get you to understand is stop living in the past. I need you to get and stay focused. So here's where we're going to go with this. Some of you have a plan. You have a plan for something that you want to do in your life. And in order for you to get started, you've got to get focused. Some of you are all over the place. You're looking at what Johnny's doing. You're looking at what Susie's doing. You're looking at what Alfred is doing and what Becky's doing. I need you to get focused on what you're doing. Not what I'm doing, not your neighbor, your enemy, anybody else. Get focused on what you need to do. This is why I'm always talking to you all about getting a journal, because I need you to write in that journal. Write down the goal. And you may have several goals, but let's just go with one for right now. Let's write down the goal. Write it down, and then underneath of it, I need you to write out 1 through whatever, or you can do A, B, C, X, Y, Z, excuse me. Doesn't matter to me, but I need you to write the main goal, and then under it, I need you to break it down to all of the steps that you need to take in order to achieve that goal. And every time you achieve a step, you check it off, you cross it off, you highlight it. Doesn't matter how you do it. As long as you indicate that step has been completed, move right on to the next one. Don't overthink it. Don't underthink it. Just go right to the next step. Okay, I've completed step 1. Let's go to step 2. And as soon as you're done with that, check it off, cross it off, highlight it, whatever, go to step 3. And you go through each and every step until you have completed whatever that is. Doing this will allow you to get focused But it will also allow you to stay focused, because here's the other thing. Many of you have goals, you have dreams, and you started them, but you can't complete anything because you won't stay focused. As soon as the next new thing comes up, bam, you're on it. You're focused as long as nothing else comes in front of you, because as soon as something else comes in front of you, your focus goes out of the window. I need you to get focused, and I need you to stay focused. And I promise you, see, that's why a lot of you, let's tell the truth and shame the devil, a lot of you did not accomplish your goals last year because you did not, first of all, you weren't focused. And if you were focused, you didn't stay focused. So what I need you to do is stop starting new projects. Here's what I like to do. But before I tell you that, let me finish what I was getting ready to say. Stop starting new projects until you've completed the previous project. Now, there will come a time where you're going to have to put that project to the side because you may not have all the pieces that you need to complete it. And you say, okay, well, I'm going to have to stop right here because I need to get this in order over here before I can come back to this. That's different. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, okay, I'm on this project here. Oh, wait a minute. I like that one. Let me put that down and go over here to this project. No, stop doing that. Finish one thing before you move on to something else. I need you all to do that. Some of you all are just all over the place, and it drives me batty because I don't understand how you live your life like that. Now, if you like it, I love it. In the famous words of my Aunt Ann. But if you want to start seeing closure on your goals and your dreams, I'm telling you, you've got to get focused, and you've got to stay focused. I've learned over the last few years that when I start a project, I'm not moving on to the next project until I finish this one, unless there's some pieces missing that I need. Then I can say, well, let me put a temporary pause here and start on my next thing. But I'm going to come back to this. Why? Because I'm focused. Now, what I was getting ready to say before I caught myself earlier is, I forgot what I was getting ready to say. Good God, twice it came to me and then just that quick it left. See, that's why we have to get and stay focused. OMG, I forgot what I was getting ready to tell you. It was something about staying focused. Anyway, y'all get where I'm going with this, right? I want you to stop starting things and then dropping them by the wayside because somebody else is doing this and you go, oh, well, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go do that. No, let them have their project. You stay focused with what you were going to do. And oh, I know I was going to say, that's probably why last year, if you all wrote down your goals and you did not get through them, or you probably didn't even start, most of you, because you were never focused to begin with. You only wanted that thing because somebody else had it, so you wanted to work towards it. And that's another thing that can shut you down quick. But that's why you can't complete anything, or you did not complete anything. And I would encourage you to do this for everything. And I know folks are saying, well, Michelle, I don't have to write stuff down. I have it up here. Honey, let me tell you something. Your mind ain't that good, because as you can see, I was getting ready to tell you something, and it could just that quick, I forgot. So you need to write it down. This, like I said, this evening, I'm going to finish up this video, get it uploaded, and I'm headed out to go get some nourishment. And when I come back, I'm going to be in my vision book, because that is my goal for the weekend. I want to go through my vision book. I want to see the goals that I've set. Well, number one, I have not, because it slipped my mind, started writing down my goals for May. So I need to get that done. But I also want to go back and look to make sure I've completed the goals that I set for myself, for January, February, March, and April. I will not lie. My focus kind of got off for a while, but I am now back in focus, and I'm going to get through the end of this year because I will be doing a video in December going over the goals that I wrote down for myself, and I'm going to share some of those with you all and let you know whether I accomplished them or not. So I hope something that I said makes you stop and think, you know what, Michelle's talking about me. She is talking about me. I need to get my act together, because you do. I want you all to succeed, and you can succeed if you will get focused and stay focused and stop hopping all over the place going to something new. And I get it. When that shiny new thing comes out, you want it. We all do. But if you keep doing that, you're never going to complete the projects that you started for yourself. And I want you to complete your projects. So again, I talked about getting focused and staying focused. But the most important thing, you guys, is stop going through life thinking about what if. What if a chicken had lips, he can tell me what was on his mind. And guess what? He doesn't, therefore he can't. So stop worrying about what you should have done, what you should have said. That's in the past. Let it go. Let it go. Some of us, you know what? Not some of us, for all of us, we are our own worst critic. And until you realize that, you are never, ever, ever going to be able to move forward because you spend too much time beating yourself over the head about something that you should have done. Some of y'all still sitting around here and you're thinking about a relationship that didn't work out 10, 15, 20 years ago. And you're saying, well, dag, maybe if I had done this, or maybe if I had done more of that or less of that, that person would have stayed. Guess what? It wasn't in the cards for them to stay. You were trying to keep somebody long term that God only put in your life for a season. Or for a reason. But you still trying to figure out how you could have done something or said something to make that person stay. No. We're letting old stuff go. Let it go and start looking forward. Y'all, that's it. Because like I said, my stomach is calling me. And I'm pretty sure Frankie is trying to call me, but he can't because I'm doing this video. So I'm going to wrap it up and say, if you're new to watch my videos, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully something I said will make you stop and think about, hey, I really do need to get focused because I have an area of my life that I'm all over the place. I'm just scatterbrained. And I need to just rein it all in so I can complete one project before I move on to the next. Now, I will say this because I forgot to mention it. If you're one of those people and you can have more than one project open at a time, I would suggest no more than 3. But if you can handle more than that, that's great. And if you can manage those projects, I don't know about any of you, but I am a project manager. And I can manage various projects. Why? Because I have my vision book to keep me on task with the projects that I'm working on. But if you can manage multiple projects, I say go for it. But I also am asking you to complete things and stop opening up more doors before you start closing the ones you already have open. Some of you, your house, and when I say your house, I mean your mental house, not your physical house, should feel a little drafty because you got a lot of doors open. Well, I want you to start closing some of those doors. And then you go and open up some new doors. See, I don't want to have 50 million things open up at one time. I don't need all of that. At the most, I might have 2, maybe 3 projects that I'm working on at a time. But other than that, I just can't because it's too much. Now, back to what I was saying. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday and have a phenomenal weekend. Go out there and create some huge things this weekend. Close some of those open doors. Get focused. Be determined to stay focused. If you need an accountability partner, I would suggest that you get one of those because sometimes it does get hard. I'm thankful that God has placed some awesome people in my life to help me stay on track because if not, I would probably be all over the place like I was at one time in my life. But go out there, you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. If you're going out, y'all know the drill. Stay safe. Be careful where you go, who you're hanging out with. If you go someplace and you meet somebody, that's great. But if you didn't come with them, do not leave with them. Again, we live in such a crazy world. We live in a crazy world. That's why I'm encouraging you all to please be careful when you go out. Have a great time, but just be sensible about where you're going and how much fun you're having. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, today is Cinco de Mayo. So if you're going to be out drinking, y'all definitely do that responsibly. Do not get your tail behind the wheel of anybody's vehicle talking about you driving and you okay if you didn't have one too many to drink. Don't put my life or somebody else's life at risk because you think you have it all together, because you don't. I want you all to go out there, have a great time, but do it in a safe way. Listen, y'all know the drill, you know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there's nothing, I mean absolutely nothing that you can do about it, because I love you so much that I want nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you. So go out there and start achieving your dreams, accomplishing your goals. I know you have it in you. I just need you to believe it. Don't forget, if you're new to watching my videos, I do videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So come back tomorrow where I'll be doing another car conversation for you, because my goal is to motivate you to live your best life possible, to achieve your goals, speak life into you, all that other positive stuff, because I want you to succeed. I love you all, and we'll talk again tomorrow.